Okay, here we are. We've received our new Cuckoo Clock, and this one is a 1-day mechanical Cuckoo Clock. And then we have a few things in here. We'll unbox them, put them to the side because we'll need them later. Here, and here's this fella. And we see we've got our clock here. First thing I'll be doing is removing these weights. We'll put them aside because that makes the box pretty tight. So remove those and then gently remove this one here. So we've taken that out of the box. You will have your chain, which is meant to be secured, hanging up there, and you see under here we've got another wire which has got to stay in there for now. Do not take that off yet. Unfortunately I haven't got my assistant here today, but what I've done, I've hung it up on the wall. Now you've got to be very careful when hanging it on the wall. Make sure you've got a 45-degree angle screw because it's got a bit of weight in it. We're going to have these lead weights. They're going to be hanging off. You see we've got two hooks under there, so one's going to be here and one's going to be here. The idea of this is the chain has to be this long because our weights here are going to be going down tick 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 tick, and they are what is making this clock work. All right, so these weights moving down every second is making it work. All right, so there's no batteries here, so that's why at the beginning of the day you're going to pull on the chain, pull it down like that, guide it with the weights, bring the weight back up the top, and you're ready to start again. All right, so both these weights, and then they're going to work their way down and down and down, and that's going to keep that clock running for the day, and that's what makes these things so special. Now the other thing we need to do is just open that little latch you see up here, and we need to open that so the cuckoo can come out. But you can imagine if this cuckoo clock wasn't mounted on the wall properly, you'd be pulling the chain and one morning, bang, the clock comes to the ground. So we do make sure we've got a screw in at 45-degree angle into a stud. Make sure it's nice and solid. So when you hang your clock up there, it's there forever. All right. So I've opened the back of this clock. There's two little clips over what we call the bellows. You'll see a little label in there, and on the back door there's a piece of paper over a noisy spring, so you take that off as well, put it back on, open the door for the cuckoo, again remove this wire underneath, and then the other thing we've got to hang our little pendulum, and you can see our pendulum just hangs straight in the middle of the two chains, so that fella's going to hang up like that. So that's going to be sitting in between, which looks a bit nicer, doesn't it? All right, so I'll do the rest of this now. I thought I should cover just briefly why this, why this one here, it's actually going right through both of those chains. Now the reason why that is these chains here go over a sprocket or a gear inside the cuckoo clock, and that's what's gradually going tick 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 and working its way there. If you're transporting it or you lie it on its back, that chain can fall off that sprocket. So what we do, we try to hold that nice and tight, and then put that a little cable tie or bread wrapper tie, whatever you call these little wires, through there, and that's all. So if you do ever shift and you need to transport one of these fellas, you need to do that as well. Otherwise you'll find you lie it back, you'll put it back up again later and it won't work. All right, because that little chain would have fallen off the gear and then you have to get that repaired. All right, thought I'd cover that one. There we have it, we're done. So enjoy your clock, keep on ticking.